For thousands of Metro Atlantans are finding out they are no longer eligible for food stamps. The change affects Cobb, Gwinnett, and Hall counties. Channel 2 Sophia Choi is live in Cobb County. And Sophia, this involves able-bodied adults who are now required to go to work.
Got him! Got him!
So hard. Nobody wants food stamps. Nobody wants to deal with this. People who think that getting food stamps is some kind of wonderful experience, it's not. I don't want to have to get these. I don't want to have to deal with this stuff. It's not easy and it's not fun. I just wish I had the money to pay for food on my own. I wish I did. I wish that my ex would pay their back support. I wish they would pay any support. I wish that people would visit my shop and buy things for me. I wish a million things were different. I wish I didn't lose both of my parents and I wasn't so depressed that I can't even think straight most days. I'm doing my best. I had to come on here and beg people for $20 and have everyone tell me what a piece of shit I am for asking for money. I'm just so sick of it, you know?
Guys, these are the meltdowns people are having because allegedly Trump is supposed to be ending EBT and has put a pause on some of these government funding aids, okay? Supplemental aids. And now this is what we're here. We're having complete meltdowns all over the internet, all over TikTok. People like this, man, you look like you're older, capable, and mature. You know, you got a nose ring. I can tell you right there, like you just, you know, you're in touch with yourself. I think you're capable of going out there and probably finding something that fits you. If you can sell and make a store on TikTok to sell items, you can find a work from home job. Now, if your business is not acting right, here's the thing. You can't say you're a business owner and then go out there and not have a successful business. Starting up a business is tough, I get it, and have this supplemental aid and lean on it as a crutch. And I think this is where we're at. But let's just look ahead at some more and watch some more clips. This is crazy.
I just got a letter from DHS. They have cut off my food stamps.
Ladies and gentlemen, America is back. We are now holding people accountable for their actions. The EBT community is in shambles. Let's watch.
Cash assistance, disability for me, all 6 of my kids.
Who are the men? Who are the 6 disciples who sat down and said, you know what? Procreation is the one. Who are those men? And why? Does that say 3.3 thousand? She get 3,000 a month.
And my Section 8. What do they expect me to do?
Get a job. J-O-B. A jobby job. Work. Take care of your own damn kids.
I have been getting welfare since I was 19 years old.
Government baby.
EBT lifer. Thank you for your service. Your services are no longer needed over here. You're cut off.
Bro, here's the thing, man. I don't understand how there's no cutoff. You know, in China, and I'm not trying to compare us to China, but like, they got a high population over there, bro. Like, they get cut off if you have too many kids. Like, you got to pay a fine or something like that. I don't know the specifics, but they get chastised for having too many kids. Over here, it's like they get awarded for having a bunch of kids. They get awarded for not working. At what point where you just start having all these random kids where the government step in and say, hey, look, like you're just purposely having a lot of kids right now. Like, dude, like having 8 kids at a normal basis, at a normal rate, 1 year after one another, like, man, there's going to be a cutoff after, you know, the 5th kid. Obviously, you're just taking full advantage of what's going on. Like, how do you not? What's the cutoff on that, man?
So Trump is supposedly changing the requirements to qualify for EBT, Section 8, and welfare. So if you are on these things or trying to get on these things, Trump is requiring you to work at least 30 hours a week to maintain or qualify for these assistances. this is one of those changes that he's making that I don't think I'm upset with, because a lot of people use these assistances as crutches because they know that they can rely on this and don't have to do anything or do the bare minimum. So he's kind of pulling that crutch away from them and taking that dependency away from them. So I don't think I'm mad with this one. But if you're one of those that I'm talking about that know that they get this and they're lazy as hell and they voted for him, don't you dare complain, because this is who you voted for. This is who you voted for.
This is not even going down to the vote. This is about a person being lazy. You get what I'm saying? Like, the fully capable adult body that can get up there and work and pay taxes, just like the majority of us can do it. Go ahead and do it. You know, we know there's special cases where people actually can use this, and you know, it's not just supplemental for them, but they actually use this in their time of need and emergencies. We get that. Totally get that. But if you're just being a lazy bum, 30 hours a week, bro, that's what? That's totally doable. There's so many jobs out there. I bet you Indeed is gonna crash with all those application flows they about to get.
Oh, nothing. Just enjoying my bowl of cereal and water, because Trump done made an executive order to cut off WIC, food stamps, cash assistance, Section 8, housing, financial aid for the colleges. This man is power tripping.
How many days has it been? 8 days. 8 fucking days, y'all. And I'm tired, honey. I'm tired. I was gonna get on here and just go on a rant, but I was just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. Now they attacking the food stamps, the government assistance, and all that good stuff. We on day 8, y'all. We on day 8. What's next? It seems like every time I literally roll over, I don't even get the crust out of my eyes yet. I barely be awake, honey. And I literally tap the first app. The first app. It might be IG, it might be over here. And the first thing I see is something else about what Trump is fucking up. Something else he changing. Some else he pausing. Some else he doing away with. And you know what I don't see? What I barely see these days? His supporters rallying and windmilling in the comments. Where y'all at? I ain't heard a peep from you motherfuckers. Hello? So now y'all see it's affecting y'all. Y'all on mute. It's crickets. It's Nathan. And I find it mighty fucking funny.
Bro, we know that man has some issues. We know Trump was going to come in and make some changes. It's nonetheless, look, I don't know the reasoning behind it, but like, people are just blaming it. You're going to have to blame somebody. Shift the blame on Trump, I get it. But for the lazy people that are doing this, you can't blame yourself. Why not blame yourself? No self-accountability whatsoever. Meanwhile, real people over here, like real guys that are struggling, they mad they can't get the hookup, they can't get the 2-for-1 special. Tell me that never crossed your mind. Somebody was sitting there offering you $500 in food stamps, and all they wanted was $200 in real cash, and you sitting there, and that ain't never crossed your mind to take them up on your offer, man. You must be living a good life.
They literally cut my food stamp card off. Zero balance. They took everything. I was just at Myers to get some groceries. I had a cart full of groceries, over $600 worth of crap. I went to go slide my car. It's gone. It is all gone. They aren't paying my rent this month. I don't get my disability or my kids' disability in the first. My cash benefits is gone. I had over $10,000 in food stamps, and it's
$10,000 in food stamps. God damn, man! These grocery stores, man. Who is giving you $10,000? You got to be capping. This got to be a lie. This got to be a troll. I can honestly say, you know who should be really worried? Supermarkets, man. These people, all these supermarkets out here, gonna have a loss of revenue because there's no more EBT. There's a pause. Homeowners, right? who gave up their property for Section 8 housing. All right, they're collecting off the government. I know they're worried. Oh yeah, they big time worried, because they're gonna have people and all kind of stuff happening in them houses. They're not even getting paid for it, man. I know they're worried. But here's the thing, ma'am, it can't be that bad. You telling me you can't work? And here's the thing, people have been using this system as a fixed income. The moment they went wrong is because they considered it fixed income. Do they not know these aids are supplemental? It's supposed to be supplemented to your normal income. And I get it, there's outlier cases, special cases. And to my recall, there's always caseworkers working these cases to decide how much and who gets it and who doesn't get it and stuff like that. God bless your soul, because I know you got a tough job. But nonetheless, it's supposed to be supplemental. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for people who on Section 8 and on any government assistance. Trump said no more. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Like, I got kicked off of Section 8 2 years ago and just started paying regular rent. It's hard, but what about all these people who can barely pay this stuff?
I mean, there's tons of jobs. There's a time where people were hiring all over the places and they couldn't find workers. Couldn't find workers, man. Could not find workers, man. And it's crazy because there's still tons of jobs out there right now that you can just get up and go work. It might not necessarily be the job. Meanwhile, necessarily be the job you want, but it's a job. Meanwhile, you got guys over here working 2-3 jobs doing it. They don't qualify for any aids. They don't qualify for any supplemental benefits. They don't qualify for this free this and free that. But they have to work 60, 70 hours a week just to make ends meet. It's tough. It's tough. And congratulations. You know, you made it off that. You graduated. Welcome to adult life, you know, where you can independency, where you don't have to be as dependent on the government as a lot of people are. And there's probably not the majority of the United States, but there's a large group of people that is going to have a problem with this.
Hey, family. I'm back. I found out something else. I don't know if y'all heard or not, but Trump is getting rid of that Section 8 and EBT for these people that don't want to get out here and go to work. Your time is up, baby. Y'all, I know most people like us really not feeling Trump, but I'm kind of feeling him on what he's saying about this. Now, how many of y'all have family members, friends, people you know that's been living off Section 8 for 20 years? They rent $3. They don't go to work. Not that they can't go to work. They don't want to go to work. Now, let me say this on the sidebar. They do have some people that need Section 8. Some people that, you know, medically they can't go to work. Or, you know, they just can't physically. I get it. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to these ones that your mama been on Section 8 all her life and she ripping and running and doing this and doing that. And then you seen she was on Section 8, paid $3 rent. So now you as a young girl, because you done got pregnant and you got a baby, you go run out there and get on Section 8 and you ain't working and you having child after child after child and y'all all on Section 8 getting food stamps, $1,000 a month. And no, that's all about to stop. That's who I'm talking to. Okay? Trump said that's enough. So for us people that goes to work, that's working, he said you got to have at least 30 hours. Okay? 30 hours a week to qualify for the program. All right? So most of us that work on a regular basis, 30 hours ain't nothing to us. This is what we do. So guess what? We gonna be the ones walking around in the grocery store with the big baskets because we deserve it. All these years, they've been letting people with no job. They walking around with 2-3 baskets full of groceries, and us hard-working people, we got a little handheld basket with 2-3 items in there, because that's all we have left out of our check. And they sitting around getting fat food, eating lobsters and shrimp and crabs and all this other good food, and we can't even eat that. And we the ones going to work. So I'm glad Trump didn't flip the switch, baby. So all y'all that's living it up right now, that's able-bodied to go to work, and you're choosing not to go to work, you better get ready. Because, baby, y'all finna get them notices. And them notices gonna come soon. And like he said, real quick. And those of us that go to work, we ought to be able to go and apply for some food stamps and see what it feels like to be able to go in the line and slide a card with pride. Because it's not for the ones that don't have nothing. It's for the ones that's working to have something. It's our turn now, y'all. So I'm telling y'all right now, if you able to go to work, you better get out there and start filling out them applications. If you want to have a place to live, it's time to get up and stop being lazy. Because, baby, this is not the American way no more. Trump said no. And y'all can be mad all you want to. I told you, things are changing. You ain't gonna like it, but guess what? You got to go with it. So, that's what I got for y'all today. No more Section 8 EBT for people that don't want to go to work. Y'all time is up. Leave a comment, y'all. Let's talk about it.
So, at the end of the day, guys, thank you for watching. But my honest opinion as someone that works a lot, worked a lot, worked 2 jobs once before, 3 jobs, had to cut grass for cash just to make ends meet, just to take care of the kids, didn't have benefits, in my adult life, we got hooked up with emergency stuff when Hurricane Katrina come down here, which is great. Those are the type of things that you want to use those for. But guys, 30 hours to meet qualifications is not hard to do. That is basic minimum work stuff. 30 hours a week. We're not saying 30 hours for, you get what I'm saying, in 3 days or whatever. 30 hours a week. There's 7 days in a week you can easily do that. This is a little bit more than what they consider part-time hours, and you can't do that. Come on, man. The world is big enough. The cities are big enough. There's a lot of options from working from home. If you have internet, if you have a phone, you'd be able to do some work. So stop the excuses. And I'm sure this is temporary. I'm sure the details haven't been defined. We don't know exactly what is happening. Even though some things have been happening, it's probably not a blanketed effect that goes across the nation. It's not a one-size-fits-all. I'm pretty sure that they're working on whatever the details are. But this is interesting. Let's just go ahead and just follow this, guys. I appreciate you watching. Like the video and sub. I'll see you on the next one.